Diolch Cymru, thank you Wales. We leave the country behind. We head across the border into England for stage 3 of the Lloyds Bank Tour of Britain Women. It's stage 3, Warrington to Warrington, a 106.8 kilometre stage with just a little under 800 metres of elevation to take on through the Cheshire lanes. Rod Ellingworth waves the red flag, he pulls away in the red car. The race goes through kilometre 0 and we're officially underway. It was a calm start, it was all together, a little touch of wheels on the right-hand side, and it was Alex McWilliam of Hess Cycling who sadly suffered a crash and unfortunately had to abandon the stage. Jo Tinley, the experienced 37-year-old British rider, sensed an opportunity to attack. She found her way through the peloton on the narrow country roads in Cheshire, and it was Maddie Leach who went with her. Two British riders out leading the race. They got to the base of Peck's Hill, the category 3 climb, the first queen of the mountain of the day, a 2-kilometre climb averaging 2.7%. The duo had a little over 4 minutes of an advantage as they got to the top of the queen of the mountain. It was Maddie Leach who took the 4 points on offer, with Tinley taking 3. The lone chaser behind was Lucy Lee, the 26-year-old from Das Hutchinson Brother UK. She took the 2 points and was in pursuit of the leading duo. Behind there was still 1 point on offer, and it was Lizzie Dignan who leads the Queen of the Mountains competition, who wanted to try and add more points to that tally. She now leads 11 points over Lotte Kopecky. There was problems for Maddie Leach, the 21-year-old who was suffering gear problems. It was the front derailleur causing her havoc, and as she got to the next Queen of the Mountain of the day on Shrigley Road, she started to lose contact with Tinley. A hard decision for Tinley to have to make, but in the end it was a stage victory that was up for grabs. Maddie Leach managed to solve her problems with the mechanical as she crested the top of Shrigley Road. She took the 4 points, with Tinley taking 3, and after a long wait for the team car behind, she managed to get a bike change. The time that it took to get the bike change meant that the chasers were never too far away. As she came into Mottram St Andrew, it was Lucy Lee and Emma Caitlin Dimbleby who joined forces with Maddie Leach, creating 3 chasers to Jo Tinley. The peloton were in pursuit, and it was all led by SD Works Pro Time and Elena Cecchini, the former Italian champion. The group all came back together, but there was still one rider out front, and it was Jo Tinley who went through 1 kilometre to go until the only intermediate sprint of the day at Mere. Tinley had great support at the roadside. She took the 4 points and the 3 bonus seconds, and it was hotly contested behind, with Paternoster taking the 2 bonus seconds and the 2 points, with Ruby Rose McGannon taking the 1 bonus second and 1 point. The fatigue started to set in and Tinley was starting to struggle, but meanwhile a fresh pair of legs, and it was Valerie de May of Volker Vessels who sensed it was her opportunity to make a move, the 30-year-old Belgian starting to go clear. Tinley was caught and she was unable to go with Valerie de May, but then de May started to have gear problems, and the big problem meant that the peloton were able to reel her in. It was an outstanding lead out from Barbara Garishi, who delivered Lotte Kopecky and Lorena Wiebes, Paternoster leading out Georgia Baker, and the big challenge came on the right-hand side from Charlotte Kool. It was a closely fought battle, but in the end the acceleration and explosive power from Wiebes meant she delivered the victory into Warrington, making it 3 in a row for SD Works Pro Time. Lorena Wiebes wins stage 3 from Charlotte Kool in 2nd and Georgia Baker in 3rd. 4th goes to Raquel Barbieri, with Flora Perkins in 5th and Marjolein van Geloof is in 6th. This victory means Lorena Wiebes is now the most successful rider in the history of the Tour of Britain, with 6 stage wins. The day's combativity award goes to Jo Tinley. Lizzie Dignan keeps hold of the Queen of the Mountains jersey. Lotte Kopecky still leads the sprint classification. And the world champion also retains the race leader's green jersey with 1 day to go. With 3 stages completed, the general classification looks like this. Lotte Kopecky leads by 17 seconds from Anna Henderson, with Letizia Paternoster 3rd at 32 seconds. Pfeiffer Georgie is 4th, just 6 seconds off a podium place, and then comes a group of 4 riders at 43 seconds.